I just wanted to come on with this quick Facebook Live video because, in our digital marketing agencies, we work so hard to land clients, right? We do cold outreach, or we sit in webinars, or we put out information to get prospects to raise their hand and to hire our services. And we know we want retainer-based clients. We know that we need those clients to stick around with us long term. Um, but sometimes we put so much effort on the front end, but we drop the ball out of the gates. We don't have a really smooth onboard process. We don't have a great kickoff call, which really is going to set the pace for the relationship. There's a statistic that says a client's likelihood to stick with you for a year is really dictated by what happens in the first, really within the first 30 days, right? So what happens once they sign up, the experience that they have with you, with your team, with the collection of the information you need to deliver for them, will determine whether they're going to stay with you 3 months, 6 months, 12 months down the road. And so I just signed up for a new service provider that I'm working very closely with. Not a small investment, but not a massive investment either. And I've tried a couple different companies to help me out in this vein. And I've had a couple different experiences. So one experience was I signed up. They sent me a web form that said, "Hey, go fill this out. Give me all of the assets we need in order to implement this for you." And then they kind of went radio silent. I filled out that form. I kind of sat back waiting. Crickets. So let's see what happens. No expectations set. No, here's what's going to happen next. Just eventually, hopefully, they're going to deliver on what they said, and this thing will be off to the races. And couple 30, 60 days later, they did what they said. What's up, Richard Totchford? Great to see you. What's up, Ryan? They did what they said, and I got like what I had paid for. It wasn't right on point, but the experience that I had in the first 30 days, whether it was exceptional or not, the experience that I had in the first 30 days, where I just felt like I figured they might be working on something, but I didn't know exactly. There was no kickoff call. There was no communication at any point. Literally, it just kind of went radio silent. And I wonder if you're maybe doing that with your clients, right? Do you have great processes in place where they get the collection form, where they get a kickoff call, where they are communicated with every step of the way, especially as it relates to the first 90 days? So we go deep in this at the Seven Figure Agency and the Seven Figure Agency training program, really on how to have a world-class onboarding experience. But I just want to share a couple of the keys on the kickoff call specifically. So it's imperative, right? You need to welcome with the bang, right? Send them an appreciation email. Let them know that they've signed up and you're excited about working with them. I think dropping something in the mail like a welcome basket or a thank you basket is just such a classy play. Unexpected. Most people don't do it. But you need to have a choreographed initial call, right? Whether it's you as the owner or an account manager, ideally as you grow and scale, you're not doing these calls yourself, but choreographed in that you kind of set the pace for the relationship. And so there's lots of things we do in our call in order to get the usernames and passwords and everything, but there was a couple things that this company did that I thought were really cool and I want to share with you. The first thing is to just set the pace, right? Don't wait for the person to fill in all of the details. A lot of times as agencies, we need a website address. We need, their logos. We need logins to their domains. Maybe we need access to their, marketing automation platform. And a lot of times we want that stuff just to be sent out and for them to fill it in and call it a day. Look, until they fill it in, we're not doing anything. What this company did was there were certain things I didn't have and I needed them to help connect the dots. And so jumping on a call and helping to extract that information with shared screens. Hey, look, let's get into the domain, right? As an example, this happened in our business all the time. We were waiting for the domain access. They didn't know what it was. The previous provider had it, and it was a stuck point. We couldn't launch the website. We couldn't get the ball rolling without it. So just having screen share with them, let's call GoDaddy together. Let's get this taken care of so we can get things off the ground. That was one thing I would highly suggest. The other is to let them know, listen, at the end of 30 days, you're going to get a message from us requesting feedback, and it's going to ask you for a rating from a 1 to 10. And we want 10s, right? But anything less than a 7 to us is like, and this is the analogy that they use, that was pretty powerful, is like a submarine that the alarms are going off. right? If you're less than 7 in the first 30 days, just know for us and our company, we take that extremely seriously, and it's going to be all hands on deck to figure out the issue, to solve it, and get things pointed back in the right direction. So let them know in advance you're going to be soliciting the feedback, you need the feedback, and you're going to take that feedback extremely seriously in the event that that's not great. And if it is good, that's great. Especially early on, the first 30, 60 days, you need that feedback. Do they like the account manager? Do they like the experience? Are they getting what they need from you as a business? So setting the expectation that you're going to ask for that feedback, mission critical. Schedule the next meeting right then and there. So oftentimes we finish the call. Okay, great. We're going to do monthly review calls with you. We'll keep things going in the right direction. But we don't schedule it right then. And so what I have our team do is they pull up their calendar, we pull up our calendar, and we schedule the next appointment. What this company did, I thought was interesting, was the guy said, "Hey, look, here's my calendar. Go pick a time a month from now, and then a time 3 months from now." And so it's booked in the calendar, it's set, and it kind of put me at ease that, look, they had an onboard call, I know what's going to happen next, and I know that there's follow-up that's going to help me kind of keep prodding along and see what's happening. I really encourage you guys to do that with your clients. Schedule the next call right then and there, and then set the expectation. I like this. Set the expectation that people that blow off those calls versus people that show up for those calls and really show up and engage with the process, there's a correlation of the results that they get in the program. So you think about it in your agency, if you're telling them, look, we're gonna ask for feedback on a scale from 1 to 10, and this could just be an email that says, hey, it's been 30 days, you trigger it, really appreciate your business, we'll need to check in with you and get feedback. How are we doing on a scale from 1 to 10? Right? And whenever they reply back, you set the expectation you need that feedback and that you're going to take that feedback seriously. That tells them that you're a professional, that you've thought this through, and that you care about the result that you're going to deliver for them. The other thing is to schedule the next meeting. That puts them at ease that there's something going to happen and that the onus is on them to actually show up for those calls. Because what inevitably happens in our agency, your agency, is the client gets busy, they see something that was scheduled out a month ago, and they're like, I might not do it. Like, this isn't important to me. But when they signed up, it was important to them. They took out their credit card, they made a commitment to this, to do these agency services with you. And so if you plant that seed when they're in that emotional state, look, it's important that you be on these calls, right? This is how we're going to move things forward. And our clients that get the best results don't blow this off. So you shouldn't either. I thought that was just something really important. Just little things you can weave into your onboard process to plant those feelings of positivity and to really kick things off in a positive light. So I'd love to hear what else you're doing from an onboarding experience to create a great experience. And if you'd like some additional tips, we go really deep on this in our 7-Figure Agency membership, especially in our mastery program. How to really create an amazing onboarding experience and map out the first 90 days so they've got quick wins, so that they're getting communicated with every step of the way. Just click, type in comments onboarding if you'd like to talk about that and really how you can dial that in better. Because I promise you, if you've got a world-class onboard experience, it impacts your retention significantly. Again, what happens in the first 30 days dictates what's going to happen 12 months from now, really. I mean, it really has that big of an impact. So post in comments if you'd like more information on that. Let me know if this is helpful, maybe some good insights that you took away from this quick video, and I'll look forward to talking with you soon.